Hi, welcome to the Mangala Samiti podcast, where I talk about business, life, personal development, and other ideas that matter. I am your host, Mangala Samiti, and I am many things: a chartered global management accountant, CFO, author, voiceover artist, and so much more. But I really am just one thing, and that is a creator. I create content and solutions to problems and challenges. I hope this podcast will help you on your own journey to greatness. Tell me, are you going through a change? Are you maybe starting a new job, a new business, a new career altogether, a new relationship, or whatever else? You see, I think change is scary, but the fear is not the change itself, but rather the thought of not succeeding at this new thing and being back to where you were. What if you fail and have nothing to go back to? What if you lose everything? What if you're not just good enough? Hell, what if it doesn't work out? Fear is defined as an unpleasant feeling triggered by the perception of danger, real or imagined. Well, what if you do fail? What if all the sacrifices you make turn out to be unworthy? What if indeed you are not good enough and whatever it is you're gunning for doesn't work out the way you hoped? Do you really want to go back to your previous life? The life you've been wanting to change? I don't think so. The life that has brought you pain, shame, and whatever else that keeps you awake at night? I still don't think so. You see, you want the new life and all the amazing things it will bring. The places you go, the people you see, the new relationships you build, or the wonderful things you have as a result of taking that leap of faith. The truth is, you do have a right to feel the fear. Hell, you should feel fear. However, there's no reason to be afraid of failure. It is this fear, this desire to not fail, this desire to not go back to the life you've been fighting so hard to leave, that should be your fuel. This fear should drive you. I remember this one time a few years ago when my wife was pregnant with our daughter and she couldn't feel the baby move. We had no money at the time and no medical aid because medical aid doesn't take pregnant women on and covers that pregnancy. They deem it a pre-existing condition. I wanted to rush them to the emergency room, but the cost of that we simply couldn't afford. I remember that day so clearly. It's one of the times I have felt so powerless in my life. Thoughts were running through my head of how I couldn't provide nor protect my little one even before she was born. I was crippled. I was a mess. It was hectic. I was powerless. However, after a few stressful calls with a midwife, she was able to help and the situation was solved, thank God. But that moment has been the driving force for me. I have never, ever wanted to be in that position again. I fear being back there, feeling that powerlessness, that inability to do anything. And as a result, I have worked extra hard to get myself to a point where I'm never in that situation again. And believe me, I'll continue to fight to never be there. You see, fear is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, if only you can use it to work for you. Because of the fear of being inadequate, you work extra hard to increase your skill set so you're worthy. Because of the fear of seeing your family hungry, you work harder and smarter to provide for them. That's how you use fear to drive you forward. Take all the necessary steps and measures to ensure you're on the right track to achieving those goals. Because if you don't, failure is right there, ready to welcome you with its shitty, and I mean very shitty, open arms. So, what are you going to do today? Will you let your fear cripple you, or will you use it like jet fuel, like the wind beneath your wings to spread those beautiful wings of yours and fly? Remember, you only stop progressing when you stop moving, my friend, and fly to your destination, because going back is not an option. Not at all. Go in with an open mind, persist, try and try again, get up when you fall, correct those weaknesses, listen to feedback, and use your strengths to get ahead. I leave it up to you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Obviously, and I've said before, I'll continue saying it again, I'm really loving and enjoying the feedback that you are sending through. Tell me what your defining fear is. Send me that feedback. Send me an email on mangaliso.meety@gmail.com. Thanks so much for tuning into this week's episode. Have a great week. Until next time.